Hey guys, have you just picked up Fabledom? Has it been on your Steam wishlist for quite some time? Well, if it is, this video is just for you. What we're going to be doing is diving into the main game, and it's going to be a quick start kind of tutorial I'm going to guide you through. Gives you some bare basics of the game, but at the same time it gives you up and running with
It's
your
been
little
almost 2
village,
centuries
and
since
this
I
is
had a
not going to get
visitor. Do
annoying
excuse the mess.
at all. So first things first, we're going to dive into a new game.
Story, eh?
Now it's going to give us this cute little cutscene in a moment after we've actually found a map we want to go with. I'm going to go with a randomly generated map. This one will do. Now I'm going to play on standard. We're going to have a little bit kind of minor, normal kind of difficulty. Not going to play in creative, and I'm going to disable the tutorial. Obviously, make sure you enable it if you're first time playing. So what I'm looking for right away is I'm looking at the sides. I'm looking at if we've got a forest. I'm not too bothered about hills. But I do want a dense forest, and a large ocean would be quite nice. Realm size of a large, again, would be quite nice as well. But ideally I want a dense forest. Let's try and find one. Okay, over here will do the job, I believe. So we've got dense forest, a medium ocean, so we've got connection to the water so we can get some fishermen going. I'm going to be a prince. I'm going to be looking for a princess, and obviously my name is going to be Jack because it is a fairy tale game, so hopefully we'll find a Jill somewhere on this map. We can go in and create our custom shield, so let me go ahead and do that now. There we go. I think that looks pretty cool, pretty snazzy. Some of the old good old colours of the channel in there as well. So let's dive on in. It's going to, like I said, play a little video here. If you want to skip it, I'll put a timestamp below.
Once upon a time, it goes, a story told of love and woes, when all the kings and queens of yore sent forth their children to explore. New lands of plenty, fields and trees, fertile, yielding, birds and bees. It's your turn, prince or princess you. Discover, conquer, daring do. Remember, friend, 'tis not just sword that makes one lady or a lord. To build a kingdom, 'tis an art, but don't neglect your spirit's heart. Through love or war, these lands ignited shall ever after be united. Now go, be kind, be cruel, be scrappy, and make your ever after happy.
So here we are in our lovely new beginning. So first things off the bounce, I'm going to pause the game just so we can get a lay of the land and see what we have got going here. So we've got a big dense bit of forest down here, so that could be good for wood cutting. We have also got a wood stock. Now you'll see at some point these, when we actually put kind of mining down, it does create a bit of an influence ring of kind of people won't want to live there. We can't zoom out much further, but we can have a look at our territories so we can see exactly what we're dealing with and which way we kind of want to expand. We can think there is fishing over on the left hand side, so we can do a little bit of fishing. Over here we've got some pigs and ruins, so that might be quite good for, well, we got, what's that, trees or fish. Okay, so that could be good for a bit of a industry area. That's got trees and iron. We've got bog burp skin over there, so we have some random encounters through the game as well, what we can use our hero to go and do. And we've also got the missing shoe up there. So if I was thinking this, which way am I want to expand? And I may want to go left because we've got pigs. Now pigs are quite late game, or kind of medium-ish sized part of the game. But we have got some stone over there. We have obviously got more fish. But do I want to be dealing... Where's the iron? Iron's down below. So we could even go left or right. So that's a good kind of starting way. So first things first. We have got, as mentioned, nothing. And all these little guys, they're not very happy because we haven't got any homes. So let's give them some homesteads. Let's put a nice little road in. We only got one type of road to begin with. And how I'm going to plan this out. So we will have some fishing down here. And we're going to have, like I said, this is going to be our industry area. So we don't want anyone kind of living over here. So what we can do is we're going to create a little path just across. Now paths do cost money. But as you can see, what I'm going to do is kind of just get a nice little layout. We'll straight away get our labourer's hut in. Now, labourer's hut is built straight away, and it doesn't cost anything to get it in, so it's quite nice. I'm going to put it in the centre, just so they don't have to go too far to one or the other. And we need to get some homes in as well. Now, with the homes, you'll see we can go up to a maximum 6 tiles, so that's kind of the garden. Now, from play, the maximum you kind of will ever really need is kind of 3 at the most from what I've found. Now, it does automatically kind of fill in these lovely little immunities. So you can see here, if I just go toggle automatic placement and clear the unconfirmed, we can put things down what add to the desirability, or we can add things what adds to kind of homegrown food. So what I've always done, ladies and gentlemen, is I don't really worry about the desirability, because you can put other objects down, other kind of buildings will help with the desirability. So the main thing I'm going to focus on is food. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a small greenhouse down and press R to rotate. And also we're going to put, should we put some, like a beehive or an apple tree in this one? We'll put an apple tree in that one, I think. There we go. Let's build that. Let's get that underway. Let's do a couple of them as well. So there we go. That is 6 built just there. Well, not built, but at least placed anyway. We're going to also need a lumber camp as well. Now, I'm not going to place it here because I don't want it impacting our... I mean, we could do, because we could put the bit of a thing there. You know what? I'm actually going to place it there. At least we're not getting rid of any of the trees, because when you do chop down a tree or place it overwards, we don't get the tree. It just disappears. So I'm going to place that there. We're going to build that straight away. So that's quite a lot for them to do. So let's let them crack on with that. Now, everything else kind of gets done over time. We need to make sure we're assigning workers to be builders. If you don't, they will just stand around and not do anything. The other thing we will need to look at doing at some point is we will need to put down a well. Can't do anything as of yet, but it will come soon enough. So let's just speed the game up just a little bit. And you want to make sure you've got enough kind of homes for more people arriving. So we've got 6 homes at the moment. We probably could expand that a little bit more. So I'm going to go up this way, I think. Because then we can go, hopefully we can go around the back. If we do extend to the north, we can go around the back. Here we go. Now we've got the first house in. We need to build a well. Now you'll see it has got an area of influence. So this is why I've left kind of a little 2 gap here. So we can put a nice well down and make sure it fits everything in. I think there is going to be a good spot for that. You can also prioritize the build. So if you do want something to be built faster than anything else, make sure you prioritize it. Lumber camp is also in. Again, same thing applies. We can assign workers. If we look at the top, it shows you straight away how many people you've got versus how many people are employed. And as you can also see, we'll get newcomers in 3 days' time. We are currently full though, so we do need to get some more houses built in order so we can actually get more people coming into the actual roadshow with us. So now that's built, what do we need to focus on next, I hear you ask? Well, there's a few different things we could look at. A farm being the first one, because farm obviously creates food, and you need food obviously to survive. Now with the farms, they have got, here we go, there we go, we can welcome them. We've got space for 12, 2's the max. Let's bring them both in. Fantastic. Yeah.
As long as there is room, of course.
See, told you. Long as there's room. Let's put some food in for them. Now you can only have 1 type of crop per kind of farm. So we'll go through one of the basic ones. They're all exactly the same. They all have exactly the same growing time at present. So what should we go for? Should we go for some pumpkins? I think we should. You can go up to a maximum of, I believe, 30 squares. Let's have a look. Yeah, so it's 30 squares maximum. And I think it's always best to kind of maximize it where you can. There we go. I think that'll be a nice size, that. Let's build that. Let's crack that on. Let's also give them a little road. There we go. And the road is in. Just going to make that look a bit nicer. There we go as well. Fantastic. So the farms don't actually need any kind of water. You'll be surprised to hear. But once that is in, we can then get our people working. We've got 1 person currently unemployed. So we can't really do much with that at present. But once that is built, we will get them in. We've got loads of, what's that, room for another 10 people to come in. So we're pretty good for the time being. Now, each of these also will create their own food. And you can see, if you look at the desirability, at the minute we have got desirability of 0 because obviously we have not. Oh, there's another 2. And we've reached our first milestone. And we've unlocked an inn. That's going to increase desirability. Stone camp will do the opposite. Coal maker we need for the winter. Granary to store food. And a forester as well. Forester can be added onto the actual lumber camp itself, just so it replants some trees. We've still got a fair amount of trees right there, so we don't need to worry about that so much right now. What we do need to think about, however, is we do need to think about stone. We've got 60 stone and we've got 25 coal. So both of which are going to be quite important. So let's straight away look at getting some coal production going. Now, as you can see, it does give you this area of influence. Now, you can combat that by putting something nice kind of in the middle. And it will kind of reduce the, increase the desirability. So get rid of some of the negativity of it. I think we should place it quite near to the actual wood itself, and we'll also get the stone in while we can as well. There we go, fantastic. And let's just connect that path up. There we go. See what I mean? It deletes one of the trees, but you don't gain anything from that deleted tree. No, 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 no. We need to get some peasants working. We've only got 2 people available, so they're going to have to go to work in there. But we have got a good amount of food at the minute, 176 days. Now, as I was saying earlier, we've got no desirability because these guys in here are like, yeah, it's alright, not too bad. Don't really like it though. And you might have seen the tab for decorations. Now, all of these aren't just decorations. They add beauty to the area, which increases the desirability. Oh, let's welcome another 2 people. Thank you very much. So let's look at getting something in what we can increase. Now, we can actually put this in an actual home itself. So we could pop it there, for example. Or we can put it somewhere outside the home so everyone kind of benefits. So that's going to benefit, 2? That's going to maybe get 2 in as well. Let's pop a nice big tree in there. And let's also get in, what else could we get in? A couple of benches. A couple there. Yeah, and I think we should do a couple there as well. Hopefully that will be everybody covered. And when they are built, we'll see what their desirability looks like. At the top, it does show us what time of the year we are currently in. So it's good to get food in very early if possible, just so you can get, obviously, food underway. We're going to assign someone working in the coal, and we're going to get someone assigned to the stone as well. So currently, not all of our jobs are filled. You can always have a look what jobs are filled by looking at the overview menu. If you look at workplaces, green is showing they are full, amber is showing they are not. It does also show you the distance from their home. So it can be sometimes quite good to set up kind of a little hub area of each place. What do you want to do where? So right now we're setting up, as you can see, we've got a home area at the top. We've got an industry at the bottom right. I do want to get rid of this cart at some point. Now, the only way to get rid of the cart is if we actually look at creating an area for storage. So, for example, here a stockpile. Stockpiles are good, again, if you want to make sure you've got your people going to the right places, you know, storing everything they need to. And I do like the fact you can kind of expand it. 3 is the maximum it can go to. So that, I think, will do the job just right there. And we can do the same with a granary. I'm going to put the granary up by the food. Makes sense. Because ultimately then they don't have to travel far for said granary. It shows you what we're missing. So, for example, we're missing 15 wood and 10 stone for there. That's being built already. And the lumber camp is, I'm assuming it's saying it's at its maximum capacity, which is why there was a little mark above its head. So now they're going to move the actual items over to the stockpile, and your job is done. You can also assign workers in here as well, which means they will go and move objects from different places to the actual stockpile. So you can see straight away they're moving items out of the materials park into the stockpile. Again, think about central locations, because you've got a head of a household. For example, this person here, Luna, you are the head of the household. So Luna is going to be responsible for making sure there's enough food in there. There's enough, there's water, there's coal, for example. So you want to make sure, again, like I said, everything is kind of central.
Starving?
Starving?
Good, right?
That doesn't sound right at all, does it? They shouldn't be starving, because we should have some food available. We've got 250 food, vegetables. Well, let's get people working in the granary so we can make sure food is going in the right location. Yeah, you've got 20 vegetables on you. I don't know what's going on then if we've got people starving. We've got no head of household here. So that might be why someone is starving. I'm going to pause the game just to show you how important this is. So if someone is, there is no head of household currently available in said house, that means they won't be able to get food. You can see right here, they've got no food, no water, no coal, no nothing. So you can go into the managed household and you can select someone to be a head of a household. This will remove them from being a job. So if we take one of these, we're going to steal a woodcutter. But I think that's going to be quite important because they are all quite hungry, as you can see. So straight away, this person's now coming over here. I guarantee they're going to get some food. Yes, they are. And they're going to move it into there. There we go. So they've got 30 food. That's where it needs to be. There you go. Penelope here is going to go and get some food, I reckon, as well. Let's go and have a look. Let's follow her through. Yeah, she's being fed. Fantastic.
This can't be right.
We've got a letter from an admirer.
Secret admirer.
Oh, how lovely. Well, let's see what letter says. Oh, hello, Agnes. So, my son in spring. Such a splendid land this is. Undulated hills and wide fertile plains. It is the dream of our ancestors. I wish to make this land into a paradise, but I cannot do it on my own. Your dashing continent is already the talk of land. Shall we meet? The Harvest Princess. You know what? I do want to meet you at some time, Agnes. But not right now because we've got things we need to do. So what have we got to do? So our population is still growing. We've still got space for 2 more. But that obviously is not going to be enough. If you also notice, the trees are almost used up. So what we want to do is we want to make sure we're adding a forester in. I didn't do this earlier because if we did it earlier, we might have lost some of our trees itself. But now we've added that in, that should give us someone who's going to go and plant trees in this area. Now, which way do we want to expand? So we've got food, we've got granary, we haven't got an inn yet. Inn's going to keep people happy. Let's welcome another 2 guests. Oh, fantastic. We've reached another milestone. We're now a small village. So we've got nobility. That's going to help us do some actions. We've got some more coins. A messengers guild. That's going to help us go out and do messages around the world. That's when things get exciting. Sawmill. So that's going to help build kind of more advanced buildings. So, for example, the messenger build. And we've got some wheat as well. Now, we don't need wheat just yet because we haven't got anything to do with the wheat. For example, we haven't got a bakery. But planning ahead. So we said we wanted to get an inn. No. Now I'm going to put it quite centered. This is why I said it's good to have things broken up. Now if you remember, we've got a big old bad influence there. If we have a look at our menu itself, you can see it's quite nice to live there. Not so nice to live there. So we pop the inn in the center. That's got all the houses covered. Now will it create a change in desirability? Oh, we'll have to find out in a minute, won't we? So now that's also been built. Is this still full up? I think it is. Oh, my goodness. Let's get someone else working in there just to help speed that up a little bit. We've also got one person unemployed. So I think we should get them working in the farm just to increase our food even more. So at the top, it does give us some little menu. So if you've ever seen a little horn, it means something is requiring your attention. So Prince Jack, we love watching your industry grow. Let's get our dirty hands with some new production places. So we need to build 3 resource production structures, and I'll give us 5 nobility if we do it. We've got 30 days. On failure, we lose 5. Build 3, okay, or we can decide later. Well, I think we've got time to do such a thing. So what things could we focus on? Well, we've got 28 coal. That's enough for 40 winter's days. And if we look at expanding, what other items have we got now? So we've got the lumber, we've got the stone, we've got the coal, we've got a sawmill. So we could look at getting a sawmill in. Again, we could put it right next door. But I am quite tempted to actually go and buy next door. Now, buying different areas do cost money. You can see this is going to cost us 50. I'm going to go ahead and confirm that now. So you do want to watch your gold. You get gold from ultimately your taxes. But now we've expanded here. We could expand the path up and actually look at getting. If I just go that way, there we go. We can get the sawmill in, I reckon. I know I just put it, literally expanded it that way, but I'm actually going to do it on the back of this. It will get rid of one of the trees, but needs must, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Sawmill is in. I'm actually going to, because they will try and stick to the path where possible. So let's just create it up to make a nice little round space. There we go. last time I played this, I also ran out of coal very quickly. So I'm actually going to put a second coal in just so we can look at stocking up for the winter. We've got newcomers coming in 3 days, but they've got nowhere to live. Now that is going to be a bit of a problem. So I'm actually going to, I'm thinking about it. If I can buy one more territory, we got 34, we got 95, so we can't actually afford it. How much is this going to cost us? In 3 days, the next payment. So we might miss out on some people. Admittedly, we could go south. You know what? That's not such a bad idea. Desirability wise, it's still not a bad area to live in. So let's go and build a few more houses. Again, we're just putting the food items down. So let's put in what we've got. Small greenhouse, chicken coops 3. We've only got 2 beehives. So you know what? You can be beehive center there. Fantastic. And let's do one more. Do that around again. And let's give him an apple tree. Let's give them 2 apple trees. Can we afford it? No, we can't. So that one will stay. Now, the good thing is, it will stay there until you've actually built it. So even if you can't afford something, it's just going to stay there. Stay there. There we go. And when we do have a little bit of money, we're going to, we can build it straight away. I'm going to prioritize this building itself just because I want the people to be moving in. I don't want to lose out on people moving in. So the inn's been finished. Fantastic. We've got no one who can work there right now, so it's not going to do anything while no one can work there. But I'm hoping we've got enough time to get this built. How many days have we got? So one day they're going to be moved. Someone else is going to want to come in. They will hang around for a little bit. So hopefully we've got enough time to get this built. It does look like it. There we go. That is almost done. Built. Yep, fantastic. Let's increase that up to maximum of 2. So they are both done. What else do we need? We needed 3 resource deposits. So we've got 1, 2. What else have we got over here? We've got a large stone. We could get some more wood. And we have got Bob over here. Look at Bob. Hello, Bob. Bob Burtskin. Oh, I'm going to feel quite sad if I cut down trees around you, Bob. But you know what? We're going to have to do it. Because we're going to start moving over to over here. So I'm going to, again, focus on maybe industry in the middle. And we'll have houses. There's going to be industry at the top, I think. With some farms. With houses at the bottom. We haven't got much room to work with, however, on this tile. Because we've got a big old hill. So again, it's all about that planning action. So food is going to be important again. So, we can't afford it, can we? No, we've only got 52. Well, I can still plan it out. We've got, what do we have? Was it pumpkins? Yeah, pumpkins in that field. So let's go for some beet, shall we? So, Bob, you're not going to be very happy about that. You know what? I'm going to cancel it. I was going to put it in, but we've got that many trees. I don't want to waste them. What we will look at putting in then is a lumber camp. I'm going to put it quite centered. Now, I believe they might even work outside of the actual realm you've got. However, if I put it round about there, I think, we'll flip it round. That's going to get them all in, isn't it? Yeah. There we go. If we go that way, is it going to get more in? Yeah, we're going to go with that. I believe that'll give us enough room still to get, when we get a large deposit in, that should be enough. Right, we haven't got enough money for that in a minute, so that's also going to have to wait. But we can plan and get the path in where we need to. So we're going to go out like that. And we'll come... How should we do this? Should we go down like that? There we go. Fantastic. Right, when's our next money coming in? 2 days. 2 days, we're going to get a second lumber mill going. We've got room for 1 more person because I don't think we can afford this one just yet. Oh, hello. How much is this going to cost us? 51. When we get in it, one... Ah, there we go. Got enough money now. Let's build the house straight away. Will the well reach? Yes, just about. And as I was saying earlier, look, now the desirability is going up. We can get someone working in the inn, and that's going to help the desirability even more now. So they're even more happy. And if we have a look at the desirability menu, you can see how it kind of combats it. So even though this had a big circle of influence like this, right now it's kind of having a bit of a battle. Good versus evil. And it's kind of leveling out. So over on the left hand side is all green. And over here is the red where you don't really want to live. So again, like I said, you want to plan that out to make sure you're taking all of that into account. Can we please prioritize this build? Just because I do want to get as many people in as possible. We can gain 1 at the minute. Like I said, they will hang around just for a little bit. But ideally, I do want to get 2. We have got no wood, though. Can we afford to get someone else in? No, we can't. So hopefully we can get this built. We can welcome both the guests. And then that way we can expand a bit quicker. And then what we'll do is... Oh, look, they're going to leave in 3 days. Come on, guys. You've got 3 days. You need 9 more wood. How much wood are you carrying? You're carrying stone. We don't want stone. We want wood. Come on, we've got 2 days. Well, while we wait for that, what else is going on? So, Prince Jack, your family seem quite happy to live here, but they're lucky to have someone like you around. Tell you what, I've heard rumours of a particularly greedy financial advisor in your kingdom. Perhaps we should try and borrow some of its coins. Go big. Receive 500 coins, but it spends all of our nobility. Nobility? Spend 200. We haven't got much money, have we? See, that seems a better trade-off on this one, because this costs 5 and you only get 200. You spend 10. Oh, but there is a 50% chance. You know what? I'm going to play it safe. There we go. Right, how are we getting on with this house? We've got 2 days. We still need to get this built. Looks like they're focusing on things over here at present. We've got 1 day. I don't think we're going to make it. I'm going to just welcome the 1 guest. There we go. At least we've got 1 in. 1's better than none, ultimately. Right, what's been built? The sawmill has been built. We can assign an extra worker in the lumber yard because that is what we're missing currently is the wood. But this so far, we're doing all right, aren't we? We're doing all right. We've got 14 days. We still need to build another 2 items. So one of which is the coal maker. And we also need to build the lumber yard. Well, we can build that now because it only costs 75. And once they've both been built, that will be our 3. We've only got 12 days. I think that's plenty of time. We haven't got much stone mine. We've only got 2. How many people have we got working in the stone? Only 1 person. So that might be a bit of an issue. And we can't actually get anyone else because they still have not built this house. Well, we'll play it. I'm not going to dismiss it so far because I do want to get the people in. We've got loads of food still. As I said, coal we need to keep an eye on. Planks we don't really need just yet, but we will need it soon. I do kind of hope they get this built like as soon as possible. Lumberyard is in over there, which is really good. So come on, we need 4 more wood. Can we get 4 more wood, please? That would be rather nice if you could. What are you carrying? Coal. Coal maker is actually waiting for wood. So he's going to be stealing all the wood we need. And he's going to be stealing it quicker than what we can get it. So this is why I guess it's even more important to make sure we get it done, as soon as possible. Here we go. Right, are we going to have enough time? Come on. I'm going to pause as soon as it's in. Come on. We've got a little bit of time. Right, pause. Let's get both of them in. Welcome to both the guests. Fantastic. Oh, I told you, it can get quite quick, quite busy, can't it? Let's get one of them working in the lumber camp over there, just so we can get a little bit more wood going, which would be good. Stone, yes, that will be needed as well. The coal, we're pretty good at the minute. We've got 33 winter days remaining. So that is really fantastic. Let's get the messenger build going in as well. Increases the desirability as well. We've got a couple of different spaces we could put this. We could put it, I reckon, just here. It's going to make them all very happy by doing so. So let's do that. Right, we've got one more guest, so let's expand that. Yeah, we're going to take the 1 because I don't think we've got the space to take 2. And we are going to... Oh, we've claimed that reward. Forgot about that. Make sure you're claiming your rewards because that helps with your nobility. Nobility? I keep saying the wrong words. Nobility? Nobility? Let's open you up here because then we can expand north as well. And we can get maybe a couple more farms in because this food's going to start going quite quickly. So we've got a new world event. So we have a popular saying in our club, you never have too much wood. Can you help us? Of course. Give us 70 wood. Yeah, we can do that, can't we? That should be quite easy, I think. Then we're going to have plenty of people to do that. Let's get some more houses going then. Same old, same old. So it's not very desirable up here, but we can do something about that shortly. So let me put these houses in. Again, I'm going to focus on the food. So again, apple tree. How much money we got? 137. Yeah, we've got loads, haven't we? And I think we'll get in a small greenhouse in this one. There we go. Lovely. And let's get a second house as well. This one can have, let's have a look, small chicken coop. And we'll get a beehive in here as well. We'll put it by the entrance, you know, just to ward off all the visitors. Because no one always wants visitors, do they? Let's connect you up. Lovely. We have got some trees here we are going to lose in a moment. But for the time being, that's going to have to do. We have got a little bit of time. We've got 1 day and we've got these houses going. 5 days for the newcomers. So we've got plenty of time for that. There we go. So the well is built. Are these covered? Yes, they are. Look at that. That is just absolutely perfect. We've actually got space to get a couple more houses in. So you know what? I don't think that's actually a bad idea. So let's put 2 more houses in. So let's go for a couple of apple trees, I think, on this one. There we go. And that's pretty much all of our money spent. See, even though you can plan it out, you can't put something down to plan it in, if that makes sense. So you can't say, right, I'm going to build another homestead there. But for the time being, I won't. Now, the reason why the messenger build's not being built is we need a new resource, which is planks. So if we go back over to our lumber yard, so you've got 2 people working in there. When we get a little bit of money coming in, I will build a sawmill. This costs us 100 gold, so we might have to wait a little bit to get this. We're going to have to wait a couple of days most likely. But hopefully before they turn up, we can get these houses built. Again, we've not got much wood. Look, it's dropping like flies because it's all going to the coal maker. Because he's just waiting around thinking, oh, I've got nothing to do because you're giving me all the wood. But hopefully he can actually, you know, give us a little bit of wood over here, which would be rather lovely if he could. I don't think we're going to have enough time to get one of these built, but winter has come. Here we go, and as you can see, the farmers will stop working. Well, the farmers do keep working. They're just, what they're doing now, they're pretty much digging up the trees and things like that, making sure the farm's ready for next year. But for the time being, that is no food being produced. Same for pretty much, I think, all of the chickens, greenhouse. Nothing gets produced in winter. I don't think we're going to make it, so I'm going to... Will we make it? We got 1 day. No, we didn't make it. Well, we've got a little bit of breathing space now, though. We do need a lot more wood, though. Like, a lot more wood. So do we put down an extra stockpile? I think he's a good distance away. I'm not too concerned. We could probably make that path a bit straighter to help him out a bit more. But you know what? I think for the time being, he should be fine. We could put even, you know what, a second path running up this way. And then running through just to give him... It's going to get rid of a lot of trees. But there we go. We can have a nice path outside of Bob's house. Which would be rather lovely, wouldn't it? Right, houses are being built. Let's get another 2 people in. Fantastic. What's wrong with you? It's saying you've not got water. Well, you should have water, my friend. There we go. Let's start planning for next year. Did we build the sawmill? I don't think we did. So I'm going to keep this in the area of negativity. If we pop it here, I think that's still going to have enough room in it. I think it will. It's quite a large item, this. So you know what? I'm actually going to put it down here. There we go. Just so we're keeping it a bit more kind of centered at the bottom right. Oh, we've got another message. Another world event. So what do you want us to do? See, you will come across this mission at some point. Now, you have to place 8 of each vegetable. Now, but don't forget, each farm can only hold 1 vegetable type. So in theory, you either cheat, you place 8, delete it, place 8, delete it, because you get a full refund every time, and you get a cheeky 5 nobility. Or, you know what, we're going to decline it. Because I don't think we haven't got really the opportunity to do it. We haven't really got the money to do it. So I don't really want to do it right now. What I do want to do, however, is I do want to get a second part. A second
Look, my wand has shrunk.
Farming. And we're going to place it, I think, just there. And let's also... What are we going to get this time? So we got... This was... I can't remember what this is now. This was pumpkins, wasn't it? Let's get some carrots in. So, again, I'm going to try and make it as big as I can. And you know what? That will do the trick, I think. There we go. Fantastic. That is done. And we can't build it yet. It costs 225. And we're still making... Let's have a look. 56. So we're not making much. Making a bit more now, though. We've got 142. Well, that can wait for the time being. And then once the winter's done, I think that'll be a good place for us to stop. It's saying he's missing coal, but we have got a bit of coal in reserve. So I'm assuming it's just the head of the household hasn't actually just got any coal in for us. Who is our head of the household? Where are you? What are you carrying? You got 5 coal on you. That's fine. You're going to go and deliver that, which is rather lovely. How much coal we got? We've got 22 coal. This is maxed out. Or we can get one more person assigned to there. So I think that's probably going to be a good idea. Have we got anyone else unemployed? Let's have a look. We've got one more unemployed. So what I'm going to do this time is go into the overview menus. Select workers and see where's no one working. And this time it's going to be the sawmill. There we go. I think I'm going to take that over to coal maker. Oh, Secret Santa. Happy holidays. Secret Santa is one of my favourite additions and always cheers me up in the dark of winter. I was advised that this is not a fun gift, but I love it. I hope you do too. Oh, thanks. What are you giving us? Some vegetables. So you have to place these items down. Now, don't do what I did first time. Just place it wherever there's a free space. Put it somewhere where it's next to a building you want it to work in. So, for example, I'm going to place it right here. Just so we've got someone straight away coming from the granary, transfers all the food over, and then it disappears. Fantastic. Job done. Lovely jubbly. Have we got enough money for this yet? No, 225. We're nearly there, though. And what do you want us to do? Get us 400 vegetables, 300 wood, and gather 70 stone. It's just some preparation. I can do that. Nice and simple. Collect the new reward. And there we go. But it's a lovely looking game, this. Like I said, we're only still at peasant level. In the future, we'll get higher levels of people, more people coming in. It's going to expand. But that is year 1 pretty much done. We'll get this built, and then what we'll do is I think we're going to wrap up. We're going to invite 2 more in, and that's a new milestone. So, next time we've got Fisherman's Hut, we've got the windmill, we've got the stone quarry, and we've got the heroes' quarters. That's when it gets quite exciting because we get heroes in and they can go out and do missions. Oh, it's rather exciting. Again, I'm not going to get wheat in just yet because we can't do anything about it. He's only going to get flour. He's not going to get his bread though, is he? So let's get the farm built, and then that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to wrap up today's episode. So as always, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have enjoyed this week's video. If you have, please check out the channel. We're going to be doing a mini let's play of this game as it expands even further into the future. So make sure, if you did like this video, make sure you do give us a like. If you haven't considered subscribing, please do. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. And we will see you on the next one. Bye for now.